Hi!
Hi!
I am Coco Ferocha.
And I am Isis Mirage.
And we are here to review RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5, Episode 7, plus Untucked.
Yes!
Yes. So as y'all know, we've been really busy, so I think we're probably just gonna skip number 6. No tea, no shade. We just trying to catch up and bring these to you in drag and stuff. And if we got an extra one banging around, we can't take. This one's finna be late as it is. Because we got bitches fucking coming in and out of our house all day trying to fix this roof.
Yes. Can
y'all
remember,
believe that? Y'all remember the roof?
The same damn thing.
Yeah, well they only just come in to fix it. I mean, there hasn't been water running out or whatever, but you know.
Yes. So with everything going on, we're just gonna go ahead with the season as is. Because we need to get back into this routine.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, we had Glasgow and everything to think about. And we've been hella busy with that, so y'all could excuse us.
Yeah. Remember that we are still in the competition to win 2 tickets on the Alan Chuckler Travel Drag Stars at Sea Goddesses Cruise. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. So we're gonna put a little thingy around here, and, hopefully.
So y'all have been asking. The votes aren't showing up anymore. They took it down so that everyone would be in private. I don't know what that's about.
So we don't know if we're in the lead anymore, so we need y'all.
That's why we need y'all more than ever. Yes, because if we can't see where we at, how we know we first? So y'all, we need y'all to vote now more than ever before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so the mini challenge this week was of course the reading challenge.
Yes.
And everybody did pretty good, I thought. I mean, there were some funny moments and there were some moments that were funnier than others. But I think Alaska really slayed that, especially her playing the freaking glasses took over her or whatever.
Bitch, she was trying to throw back Tatiana when she didn't want to do it or whatever, and I thought, oh no, not now. And she turned it around, I was like, yes, get it.
That's it. So the main challenge this week was a RuPaul Roast, darling.
Would you be scared?
You just have to go in and let have on Ru, on the judges, on each other. No one was safe, darling. So it's a comedy challenge.
Yeah.
The make or break of many a queen, bitch. You know, there's no point in going through everyone, this bitch said this or whatever the case may be, because anybody got time for that, so.
Yeah, everybody did pretty good anyway, and there's no point us sitting here oh, so they said this, and that was funny. But yeah, it was cute, and I feel like Alaska deserved to win. I mean, along with a few others, to be fair, but I think Alaska kind of needed it too.
Yeah.
Now, because Alaska won the mini challenge, she was gonna decide what place everyone took within the lineup for the comedy challenge, and Michelle wasn't really here when she walked in the workroom for Alaska deciding to be first or whatever, but my thing with it is last week she told Alaska, was it last week? Well, recently enough, she told Alaska that she wanted to see some vulnerability, and I feel like that's what Alaska was trying to do, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Being first is the hardest one, which makes you vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like, why did Michelle not kind of feel that way?
It was definitely a risky move for her to put herself first, but I felt like she was confident enough to know that she was gonna at least kill it somewhat, because Alaska's a funny bitch.
Yeah, and not only that, but I mean, at the end of the day, you setting yourself up to go first when you know that's the hardest one. It's like saying, here I am, take it or leave it, I'm gonna give it all, and fuck me worried about the competition, or am I gonna fuck it up? Just go out there and do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you gotta give her a chance for that.
Yeah, she had the balls, honey, to do it.
Yeah,
so.
and no one thus far has done that.
Right.
I gotta say, Alyssa Edwards writing down her comedy routine and being gagged at her own damn jokes and shit, that was my life. That is my favorite moment of the season thus far, forever will be, and no matter what happens, from now, nothing will ever top that for me.
She is just...
I was done.
Hilarious. I can't take her. Shamazing, too.
Yes,
I can't take her.
Shout out to you, Alyssa Edwards, because seriously, I feel like without you this season, there would be something so strong missing, boo.
Yeah.
Like, you just do it every week. I'm like, yes, it. That's it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the comedy itself mostly at the end when it's actually on the main stage, like we usually do with things like this. So
Yeah.
I gotta give a quick shout out to Miss Devon Green.
Yeah.
Because she is just goals. She is just everything. Snatch, neck goals. You know, I can't. You know, while the girls were getting ready and things of that nature, Roxy and Coco were kind of coming for Miss Jinx.
Yeah.
They were kind of trying to read her and let her have it and say she was fake because she wasn't sure how she was doing or whatever the case was. But, you know, Roxy apologized for it later and she said that she was kind of directing what she was feeling at her. And I kind of felt that too now that I'm sitting here watching it back. It's like, girl, you obviously felt like some type of way about what you were doing. So you were just trying to find somebody to direct this negativity at. Like, I don't even know if it was conscious or whatever, but...
I mean, sometimes it isn't, but I mean, I think the point at the end of the day is that this is the type of shit that either pulls people apart or brings them together. And I mean, seeing what happens next week when they enter the workroom and everything lets you know that, you know, they sort shit out. Hell, maybe it was for the best. Maybe they needed that. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But you got a gag when Coco Montrese tried to come at Miss Jinx and Jinx gave her back that ventriloquist dummy gag. I was like, bitch, you tried it. So let's move on to the runway / comedy routine. Mother Ru looked over, like so done. She was snatched, that color on her,
she
the
was
hair,
emerald, jade, like giving me, I don't know, precious stones, darling.
Girl, it was sickening. It was like one of the best Mother has looked thus far on RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, that's it.
Okay, so let's get on with the roast. First up was Miss Alaska. Okay, so for me, Alaska was one of the best of the evening.
Yes.
She was so fucking funny. I don't know how she didn't win that challenge, but I mean, obviously Coco Montrese turned it too.
Yes.
But Alaska,
and for being first too, and having Michelle tell you that she didn't think it was a good idea, I think you slayed that. I don't know if anyone else could have come out first and done as good a performance as you did.
No, I don't think so. She really done that. She had the right attitude, the right energy, and what she was saying was so funny, and it was the perfect roast material. It wasn't too far. It was just.
It was right on, and like.
I wish I could have seen more.
It seemed like it was so easy for her to just sit there and like it was not forced at all.
Yeah.
It was pussy on fire, bitch. Like, I can't. And like, I wasn't sure which way you were gonna go, but you ate that.
Yeah. Next up was Miss Roxy Andrews. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
When
like,
you haven't got nothing good to say, you just say bless her heart because, I mean, that wasn't a good challenge for her.
I feel like not only was she stressed about the challenge to begin with, but then she had to come out after Alaska.
And after Alaska slayed it so much.
Yeah, so there was a lot of pressure on her.
Oh my god.
And it's all about like how you deal with it. And I felt like at least when she was bombing, she kept a straight face and she kept it classy.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, that's what you gotta do. You can't be expected to win every damn challenge, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to say, though, call her Michelle Mirage. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, shit. I mean, I feel like she trying to say something. Like, it's, you know.
Get your life.
Seriously.
Right.
She tried it.
Yeah.
So, next up was Coco Montrese.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I want to talk about, because it's been bugging me this whole time since I saw the episode. Why is she only had nails in one hand? And like, I don't know if that was a conscious decision or whatever, but I just think like, why only one hand?
I don't know.
Although at least you put some on. You can't all say the same tonight.
Yeah. Coco Montrese had a really smart idea approaching it like she was Ru's cousin.
Yeah.
And it was just really smart, set her apart from everyone, and it was so funny. Everything like that she was saying like made sense, and there wasn't a moment where you're like, oh, you know, that's not like, because you know Ru's history or whatever, so she could have fucked it up and said something that didn't make sense or whatever.
But she killed it though.
Yeah.
Like, her pussy was on fire.
Yeah, she was so funny, and she was making Ru laugh for the gods, and that's the most important thing, honey.
You know, it really sucks for Alaska. Because if it wasn't for Miss Coco coming along and give you that character, I feel like she would have snatched that.
Yeah.
But somehow, of all people, Coco Montrese came up and said, "No, bitch, this one's mine."
Yeah,
so,
and she's been in the bottom 2 twice, so she needed that win. So
yeah,
congratulations to Miss Coco for turning that out.
Yes.
Next up was Miss Jinx Monsoon, and she was definitely in my top 3.
Yeah.
Really funny, natural, and had, you know, her timing perfectly, and she was just flawless.
I thought Jinx did really good. However, I will say, with Alaska and Coco doing as well as they did, and so much pressure being on Jinx, like I understand there was pressure, but I just felt like Alaska and Coco had more personality about them on the stage.
Yeah, more of a presence.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said with Roxy, there was a lot of pressure on the bitch for different reasons. So I get it, but she turned that.
Yeah.
Next up was Ivy Winters, and you know, she didn't have that much personality. It kind of felt like to me like she'd make a joke, but then she wouldn't really like look or act like as if she said it.
She was just staring down at her paper, like, you know, it is what it is, but her personality was never going to shine as strong as it could have done if she was, you know, there with it and had it in her mind and was, you know.
Yeah, and
because it's not like the jokes were so bad, it was more the delivery.
Yeah, exactly, and it was her personality on stage. I mean, some of the jokes to me didn't make too much sense like that, but, you know, it could have been editing. When she turned to Leslie and made that joke, like, speaking of fairies, but then she never really took the joke anywhere. I don't know, that was her just editing.
Yeah.
But that fell flat, and like, you know, with all the personality that you had on stage, Ivy really needed to bring it. I don't feel like she did.
Next up was Miss Alyssa Edwards. Now, she obviously didn't do too good in her challenge, but I want to say that them adding all them extra like feedback noises from the microphone, y'all some tired ass fools if y'all think that I'ma sit my ass at home watching that and believing that that shit is really squeaking and beeping, bitch, and that is all.
Ooh, okay, the microphone got her feel some type of way.
I just feel like they like underestimate your intelligence. Like they try to make it seem like you ain't gonna be able to clock it. You feel me?
Well, I don't know. I ain't that mad at the microphone. It's the size. It's the microphone. But damn, like, can we get now? Like Alyssa, she didn't do that well. Okay, like I feel like her jokes were more just kind of insults, you know, not so much reading or throwing shade, but just kind of being rude.
Yeah, and there wasn't like a joke to it.
And I feel like at a roast in particular, everything like is said in such a precise roast type of way.
Yeah.
And like Alaska really did that. Like that's the only that's the best, and Coco is the best example I can give you of the style of roasting.
I don't think she got
like the whole thing. Like it had to like, you know, a joke is forgiven if it's funny, or a joke is only a joke if it's funny. So, you know, because anybody can sit out there and say, you ugly as hell, bitch. You know, that's kind of what Alyssa did.
Yeah.
I will say this for Alyssa, however. The fact that she didn't really do too well in the challenge, but every time that someone would say something that was funny, she'd laugh along with it. I really liked her, can I say,
demeanor?
Showmanship? Okay, well, demeanor, whatever. You know, she was a team player. It was like, she wasn't sitting there being pressed or nothing because everybody else was doing good. Like, she was into it, she was having fun on stage, and I appreciate that because she could have sat up there better. Yeah.
Finally was Misty Talks, and I think she came around like the middle of the group. She was right in the middle. There's the 3 good, the 3 bad, and she was pretty good, but she wasn't like at the top. Like, she kept like, oh, let me look at my notes or whatever. That was kind of like,
I don't know. I feel like she was kind of at the top for me.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is,
you don't think she was gonna win the challenge?
No.
Well, I didn't think she was gonna win the challenge because Alaska and Coco did so well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I know when I first watched that episode, Dee Talk had me like dying. So, like, straight up, like, she killed that. She really did. And when she
did eat that.
Looked at her notes or whatever, and she was like, oh, I had to write small to fit all this in. I thought I was a pussy on fire moment.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe she set that up so that if she did fuck up her shit, she'd be able to look and still carry on the joke.
Yeah.
And that to me deserves 10s. That's a professional bitch who knows what she's doing. Yeah.
So it's time to talk about the girls' looks. First up was Miss Alaska. You know, I feel like we've seen it before. That's my only thing. I love that look on her and it's so Alaska down. But I just feel like I've seen the same silhouette, the same hair.
It's one of those things where at the club it's okay, but for Drag Race you gotta switch up and look at Honey Mahogany.
Yeah.
She came out in the caftan all the time and eventually they were like, no more caftan, bitch.
That's what it is. It's when it comes to being a TV show and having to come with a different look each week, you need to switch your uploads because that's going to get you sent home.
And not only that,
with Honey.
But I mean, when people watch the show back or people who watch it the first time, you want a body of work, right? That's like different.
Yeah.
And so that's all it is.
But she looked beautiful, darling.
Yeah, she looked done. It's just, she looked done every time that she looked like that. So that's my only thing, Alaska. That's it. Next up was Ivy Winters. I thought Ivy looked so gorgeous this week.
This is the best I've ever seen her look. Her makeup was done. The hair was so cute on her. That color. And the green, darling. Yes.
Her makeup was so done. It was sitting. And like, just something about Ivy this week, for me, was tweaked. Yeah. And it was just like, yes, Ivy, you came.
Yeah, she came
Although she came in the same color as Ru, which I would be scared about because I go backstage, bitch, get a different outfit on. But she looked so good.
You know, and it was pussy on fire when Ru brought her up on it and she was like, you wore it better. I was like, yes, Ivy, let her know.
Oh, bitch, you see, I would have made the wrong move. I would have tried to be cute and bombed like a motherfucker. So, yes, we're getting smart and kissing that ass when you need to, bitch.
Next up was Miss Jinx Monsoon.
Now, this outfit was obviously dedicated to Michelle Visage and trying to get her to give her 10s.
Yeah, and she gave them to her, honey.
Yes, she did.
She looked gorgeous, glamorous. Everything about her looked beautiful. Her makeup tonight, like what?
Yeah,
like,
she switched it up and she listened. She didn't play so hard or whatever.
Yeah.
So, she turned it. So, Michelle can't tell you nothing now. You gave her that one time and she said one time. It's been given. And now you can go on and do whatever the fuck you want to do because she can't tell you nothing.
Right. Let her know, Miss Jinx. Let her know.
Next up was Dee Talk.
Yes, ma'am. She looks so beautiful.
Girl, it was over.
With the streak of color that she matched with the outfit and the shadow. Shout out to whatever that pigment was.
Bitch.
Because she was looking beautiful, darling.
Yeah, her makeup was doing the most.
Yeah.
Like I said about Ivy, there was something about Dee Talk this week that something was different in a really good way.
Yeah.
Not that she don't always look good, but she just did something this week that I can't put my finger on, but she looked gorgeous.
Yeah, she really did. She looked beautiful.
And I must say, at the end of the episode, when she's crying in the back row or whatever, when Roxy's on stage, I don't know what it is about that moment, but she looks so fucking good while she's crying.
Alright.
I'm gonna put a screenshot or whatever because I look at that moment, I'm like, bitch, why you so done and crying though?
Next up was Miss Alyssa Edwards. You know, I thought she looked really pretty tonight, but I feel like we kind of seen the look before.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, I feel like there's not much I can say. It was cute on her, but it wasn't over. The hair was cute. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, Alyssa, you're a pageant queen, so I know you got stuff back there that you can pull out.
Yeah. I felt like it was just the focus wasn't on the outfit this week.
Yeah, it wasn't. And maybe she was just trying to, do something not so over because it was the comedy challenge or the roast or whatever.
Or maybe she was just thinking of lip syncing and she wore something that she knew she could dance in.
Alright.
that
Regardless, these girls, they all look gorgeous and they always will look gorgeous every week. But it's getting to the point now where shit's starting to get real serious.
Yeah.
And we gotta be hard on these bitches. Although I must say I won't be talking about no clay legs anytime soon. So, Next up was Coco Montrese. you know, obviously her look was supposed to be a character or whatever, although I do feel a little bit like it was just her Rihanna. She had her Rihanna hair on and everything.
A little bit.
You know, I already made the comment on the nails, one hand, I still don't get it. I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah.
And,
but she looked really cute, you know.
She looked cute.
It up.
Yes, and that's the thing, it was going to be a character. So I understand why she didn't come out like dragged out or like, you know, wearing anything too costumey or whatever.
Yeah. I thought it fit her comedic performance perfectly.
Yeah.
So 10s.
The subtle gold accessories, you know, nice and small.
Yes, ma'am. Finally was Miss Roxie Andrews. I feel like this is the first week where I don't live for what she has on. Like, it was cute but I felt like something was off this week. I felt like maybe, I guess her heart wasn't in it or whatever the case may be. Like, I understand why Santino said it needed bigger hair, but I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was.
I mean, I'm neither here nor there at this point with it, because, like, the first time I ever saw that in the previews before the show aired, I thought she looked so fucking over.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of ridiculous for me to sit here now and be like, yeah, I didn't too much like it. But at first, it was the bottom half for me that was a little bit feverish. But, you know, I watched the episode like 3 times now. And the more I see it, I'm like, you know what? That's actually kind of really sickening. So I don't know where I am with it, girl. But, you know, Roxie Andrews always looks fucking done.
Yeah.
And I live for some lace and some titties under the lace, boo. And she gave me all that, so.
Okay, so the winner of the main challenge this week was obviously Miss Coco Montrese. Well deserved, I thought, but you know, could have gone to Alaska. Either way, I would have been happy. And the bottom 2 were Miss Alyssa Edwards and Miss Roxie Andrews. So it was gonna be one hell of a lip sync, bitch, because they are both amazing performers.
And you know shit is getting serious, because I didn't think I'd be seeing these 2 in the bottom, like, pretty much ever.
Yeah,
same for most of these girls, so it's kind of like, damn, they in the bottom, like. Shit is really getting hard now, so I was ready because I knew it was gonna be over.
These bitches brought the motherfucking house down.
High drag, like I couldn't, like I still can't.
Yeah, Puerto Rican hair flipping tees.
Yes.
And you know Roxy is Puerto Riqueña, so she's got it in her to know how to fix her wigs down right.
Now I want to say, when the lip sync started and Miss Roxy started taking off those bottoms, I was like, I don't know, girl, because I feel like you wasting time.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, shit, I don't know, they gonna do this like this. But then the reveal of the wig under the wig, it was done and over.
Yeah, classic drag moments.
Like, she got so slick because no other bitch has done that on Drag Race before, and to this song too.
Yeah.
Bitch, your pussy was on fire.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to Alyssa too. She turned it, honey.
Yes.
Broke her shoe.
Yes, the irony, bitch, of Alyssa Edwards shoe breaking after the performance, just like in Showgirls, in Mickey's and WeHo, like, bitch, that was the most, because it's like, when these things kind of throwback to things that happened on the stage and you watch some of you like, bitch, I'm just saying, moments.
Okay, so just after they finished lip syncing, Roxy starts to break down. Now, when I first watched it, I was like, where's that coming from? But now that I know, after I watched the Untucked, like, they were talking about all of this.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, she lip synced and had all the emotions and whatever, so it just came out. So, to the people that are saying that she was fake, I really don't think she was fake at all. Like, really.
It's not even a matter of don't think she was fake, it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, literally just fuck off. Like, don't get on someone's shit like that. Especially, like, serious shit that happened to them. Like, don't play with that.
Yeah.
It's crazy that this episode turned out the way it did. Because, like, with everything that Roxie Andrews must be dealing with right now, for this episode to be airing, like, now, it's just, like, full circle, bitch.
Yeah.
And I just feel like any other show, you know, someone gets up there and they say, oh, this happened to me. But RuPaul's Drag Race is different.
Yeah.
And they want that. They want to see that vulnerability and just that openness. And creating that fucking friendship and that bond and that family. And this is what this show is about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Besides finding the next drag superstar. So, thanks to you, Roxy, for being so open on national fucking TV, girl. And letting other people see another side to you. Because so many times I kind of felt like, oh, she kind of being a mean girl, this, that, and the third. But, you know, now I kind of see where you coming from.
Yeah.
And that's what we need in this fucking show. You know, so for everything that's going on right now, I just want it to be known that it's kind of even difficult us sitting here and reviewing the show while one of the contestants is going through some real ass shit.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, like, everything that we say is from here, boo.
Yeah.
And, like, with all due respect to all of you bitches.
Yeah.
Like, I know this is a TV show, but... You know, this is shit that, like, really touches us because, I mean, we come from, like, this background, and these are the things about Drag Race that really make me keep watching.
Yeah, of course.
And
it's
inspiring.
like, we can relate so much to, you know, even Ru is getting emotional talking about us as gay people and people who are under the LGBT umbrella.
Yeah.
Get to choose their own family because so many of us are rejected and, you know, not accepted by society or whatever the case may be. So we get to choose our own family. We get to choose the people who are around us, who love us like family.
Like real family.
When your real family, when your biological family isn't, you know, accepting or whatever the case may be.
For you.
Yeah.
You know, so I just wanted to be said, like, you know, I don't want to be sitting here talking about someone's personal ass shit, like, oh, it's just a TV show.
Yeah.
Because it really does matter to us
Yeah.
at the end of the day. I just want it to be out there, so. Now, bitch, the same way that Mother Ru told two girls that wasn't enough, y'all going home, you got to respect a bitch when she says your pussies was so on fire, there ain't nobody leaving this piece.
Right.
And here I was thinking like, oh, Ru, you sent these two home like you had it like in your head this whole time because you had an extra girl, whatever. But no, like, I really feel now like if you do it, you do it. And if you don't, too bad. So...
Yeah. I think it was just genuinely a moment where she felt like, no, there's no point in me sending them home. I want to see more of them. They are passionate and they are driven and they are everything that I want RuPaul's next drag superstar to be.
And thank God too, right? Because I was not ready for neither of them to go home. No, man, Pam. Yeah, so let's just hope that every week nobody has to leave and then the show can just last forever. Everybody good.
Yeah.
We all get what we want, right?
Yes, ma'am. So let's move on to the Untucked. Okay, so somehow again we managed to get some kind of uncensored episode, and Miss Coco Montrese is going off right now and fucking is uncensored.
This,
so
fucking that, fuck, cunt, fuck.
Damn.
This is what the internet is for.
Yeah.
So, for real.
So, yes, the girls got back and Coco immediately started talking again about this motherfucking pageant ass foolery. I am so done with it.
Listen, real tea, Alyssa got out there, she didn't too much know what to say. She knew she was kind of bombing, so she leaned on that a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just so done with hearing about it. Like, y'all need to get over it. And I feel like everyone else that was in that room was feeling the same damn type of
Well,
way.
it ain't like they didn't say they was, because shit. Now, Alaska made a very good point, because a lot of people have been ragging on her about the whole Sharon Needles thing.
Yeah.
And she hasn't really too much said nothing. You know,
Yeah.
she sat there, looked pretty, been cute. So... it's a little bit unfair for Coco to be getting so heated about something when somebody else going through pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
I understand that, you know, Coco and Alyssa in the same show together. Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. And she made a good point. It was like, at that point, you kind of got to give it to her and be like, well, you know, bitch, fair enough. Now, here's the thing. The thing is, bitch, I love this show. I've been sticking with this show. I hate to be ragging on the show, but y'all behind the scenes of the show, please know. Like, Coco says something that she said wasn't a read or whatever, and then the music come in like people on the prowl, they about to attack, like dun 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 dun. Everybody looking all nasty, like they about to get their spears out and their fucking lit torches, bitch. Like, come on.
I know, they doing the most.
The most does.
We just gonna stay the season saying the editing, the editing.
But damn, the editing,
it's
though.
there, so I'm gonna talk about it, right? Because I'm not that bitch. It's gonna be fooled by it.
Dun, 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 dun. You know, like next week it's gonna be. Like, come on. You know how on most shows they say that you can't blame it on editing because what you give the camera is what you give the camera. In this show, bitch, if you nod, you shouldn't have nod, bitch, because they gonna use the nod in a different moment where you nod like, and it's that something else, so you just gonna, the whole confessional just stay there like this. Yeah, no, I thought it was cute, yeah, I'll get her 10s, yeah, it's like, and just stay stone cold sober, like.
Yeah, because it should be too much.
Damn. I just want to say, having been a fan of the show and watching Untucked and how people react when they don't do well, it was so refreshing to see Alyssa laughing about the fact that she did not do well in the challenge. Because she was straight up kicking like, bitch, she knows she did bad. Like, I ain't seen that since Nina Flowers with the HIV show.
Loca.
Like, bitch, so it's like, yes, that's how you gotta do it. Knock it in your head and just let it roll, girl. Like, it was what it is. You know, it's always hard to talk about, like, the personal shit that these queens have gone through because as much as I feel like this is something that needs to be on the TV and it's important for people who are going through something like that to watch, maybe they wouldn't hear it from elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to sit here and review something like that because that's her personal shit. And the most I can do is sit here and say, you a strong ass bitch.
Yeah, I just want to shout Jinx out for having her positive attitude because, you know, I really look up to that and to know that she maybe hasn't had the best childhood or whatever and she, you know, has spent a lot of time angry about it, but she's trying to move past it and be positive about it, you know, so.
It's kind of that thing. All the shit that happens in your life makes you a stronger person. You know, and that's why it's so frustrating watching this show and when people get really, like, superficial about everything because, like, as drag queens, you already go through so much already doing what you do. You know, put that on top of the whatever it is you've been through as a person and not just an artist. And I just really appreciate that this show gives the chance for these things to be spoke about in such a public setting and you know, thanks to these queens for being the people to use that voice and use their drag to speak on things like this.
You know, Roxy continued to share, you know, about her mother and what happened to her and it explains why she was so emotional on stage because they were just talking about this. They've done seen the baby pictures and shit, so I'm sure it stirred up a lot of emotion for her and that's why it came out. You know, these are some strong ass bitches and some strong ass people that give someone like me and thousands and millions of other people around the world someone to look up to who has gone through some shit like this and look at where they are now, you know?
Yeah, and these are the moments of Drag Race where, you know, everybody really starts becoming a family like that because I mean, that's how you build family, and that's the amazing thing about drag. You know, when you're going through things, it's such, like, the perfect outlet, not only in what you're doing and express yourself, but the kind of people that you're going to meet along the way.
Yeah.
You know, as much as people want to talk about drag queens being shady people and everything, at the end of the day, we've all been through something.
Yeah.
And we all come together, no matter how different we are, no matter what your aesthetic is, and, you know, this episode was such a strong episode in terms of things getting serious, not only in terms of the competition, but everybody involved together.
Yeah.
Can y'all believe the Yes God hashtag this episode? That's the girl.
Like, we done been saying yes God. We done been loving Funky Geneva, so I just hope they give her a shout out. Miss Coco Montrese, who seems to be the bitch that started it all. She's been saying yes God for the longest.
Yes God, bitch.
Give Funky Dineva her 10.
Give her her 10.
Give her her 10.
Yes, I'm expecting to see a tweet or something, Miss Coco.
Yeah. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our review, bitches.
Yes, finally. Get out of all this shit.
Oh my god, these little hairs all give me the ultimate
Yo,
fever.
will wig wearers know about the little hairs?
Alright, so I guess we will see y'all next week.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed this review even though we kind of skipped one, but y'all understand what it is.
We back in the Dragoons. I got my titties out for y'all.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it's all of that.